Welcome to Inner Peace Arts Unscripted. I'm your host, James Coleman. Where if you're attending the presentation, you're open to the truth as it can be known, following in new ideas and actions, making for a better way of life. Today I'm going to continue on this journey in the plan, prepare, pause, perform, perfect framework. And the framework is really designed to help, you get something done, right? You plan something. And we talked about planning already. Today I'm going to talk about prepare. And prepare is basically, putting together the actual plan and preparing to take action. So, preparation is, a lot of things come to mind for me. It's about this setting intention. It's about on purpose and having on purpose take a little bit more form. And I'll mention this because what's happening with these particular topics is they're becoming, much more, for me at least, much more kind of personal in terms of where I am at with these things. And you may not, you may be in a completely different place and say, oh, prepare, I totally get it and I know what to do. But for me, it's bringing up things, right? Which is, I guess, why this is a new season and whatever. So prepare. What's being prepared? Preparing to actually put your plan into place, or to take the plans that you've made and organize them into something that's more concrete and more ready to perform. Okay? So, I plan to, let's just say I plan to, create a new product line, right? Let's just make up something. And so I've done some research and made up a plan, and now in the prepare stage, I'm really starting to set up the programming that's going to help me get it done, right? And so programming here, the prepare stage is actually where we start doing programming. Maybe I should call it programming. I don't think I want to call it programming. I'm going to leave it at prepare. But, lots of P's, one person said. But here is where the planning was kind of external. And this preparation is more internal. Okay? What are some of the changes that I have to have, or new skills or new perspectives or things that I'm not doing that I need to be able to do to carry out this plan, right? Because it's assumed that if you had everything you needed, planning would be, the planning and preparation are kind of almost the same, right? But I guess here what I'm implying is that maybe there are things that you need that you don't have, and that you need to get your subconscious, unconscious, whatever you want to call that part of yourself. Some people will call it their spirit, whatever. You want to get that in line and speak to it such that it is able to act on your behalf. I think the notion that most of our actions are unconscious is one that I think we should really take heed in this preparation stage, right? Because you can do all the planning that you want, but if the tool is not prepared to actually perform, then the planning is not going to work. And your body is the tool, your mind is the tool that helps you get things done, right? You really only have your body and your imagination to do anything. those are your two basic tools, the body and your imagination, and then everything else are extensions of your body and your imagination. And of course, I emphasize that these bottom lines are important because they help you see clearly what's going on. So your two basic tools that you're going to prepare are your body and your imagination, right? And so the subconscious mind needs to be aligned to the plan. And how do you do that? There are some tools. You can use affirmations. You can use you can make up symbols and statements that will stand for things so that your conscious mind doesn't attach to it, yet your subconscious mind knows what it is. Those are two very powerful tools, I think, for programming, which I have recently started to see in myself actually work. And one of the statements that's continually been coming up recently is that, and this is all in this prepare programming piece, is that if you were able to learn, so we can call programming learning, right? If you were able to learn, set up programs inside of you that would act on behalf of your agenda and push you in that direction. Isn't that what you would do most of the time if there was something you really wanted and you knew that it worked? So this prepare phase is really important. One of the things I'm going to stress here is that this plan, prepare, pause, perform, perfect is not necessarily I'm going to plan today, prepare tomorrow, 5 days. You could spend, a couple days planning and a few minutes each day preparing. It's not that type of setup. I was thinking today that the way these lessons are working, it's more like going into a forest and picking out what you need more than going out, to the tree and having a full-blown meal, just open up from, the cracked coconut or whatever. And I think that the kind of work that's necessary to go through all this, even for myself, is part of the growing process. I mean, if you're just handed what's needed, that work that needs to be done may not be, you may need to actually do some other things that seem to be unrelated in order to get to the place where you want to go. I think that's what I'm trying to say there. So anyway, if you are able to program yourself to do the things that you want to do, right, such that there's this one line where it says the things I want to do I don't do, and the things I do I don't want to do. Well, if you were able to prepare yourself and have plans and programs that actually allow you to do the things that you want to do, wouldn't you do that more? It seems like you should. So this is why this prepare phase is so important. And having a way to really, put in new habits, So some people say, it takes 30 days to set up a new habit. I've tried that. It's never worked for me. I've done things for 60, 80 days in a row, and then the next day just stopped. So if it works for you, fantastic. I'm finding that there's a different set of motivations that work in me to get me to do something on a consistent basis, and it's kind of more holistic and seemingly, I don't want to say mystical, but there's a whole lot that gets me to do something every day that's different. Listen, these are interruptions, and the interruptions in your flow need to be justified, right? Your body, you are just not going to up and do something different that's out of character, so to speak, because it's your the character. These are the things that you've set, right? So there's going to have to be reasons to do that, and you're generating these reasons in the plan, and this prepare phase is really congealing this intention. So I know that seemed like a lot, but I'm telling you, this works. And going through these series like this, it works. I don't know why it does, but it does. And so I leave you with that. This is about preparing, setting your internals to actually be ready to do what you need to do. That's about what the prepare phase is. So you can check out my blog, innerpeacearts.wordpress.com. You can Facebook and Twitter at innerpeacearts1, and email me at innerpeacearts@protonmail.com, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yavarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And distinction, thanks be to stream, in stream, by stream.